All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. The brother Azariah from the Pittsburgh GMS camp. And I want to touch on some scriptures regarding adultery. I was running across one of the GMS archives, which the topic was adultery. I want to go over some of these scriptures. Let's see. So I'll get this scripture first. Adultery is a part of the curses, you know. 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth the wife, and another man shall lie with her. You know, that's one of the scriptures. And also, the well, this is more talking about them eating their children, but also when it says her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. I mean, you know, that goes more. That also goes into how she treats her husband. You know, as a matter of fact, we back that up. It's like your bros. Didn't get Proverbs 31. Okay. Let me see. You know, Proverbs 31 and 11, the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. You know, and so yeah, I mean, a lot of these women, your heart, you know, you can't trust them. You know, you can only trust a virtuous woman, Proverbs 31 woman, a truly Proverbs 31 woman, and even then, you're still not supposed to have her around other men because it's just not appropriate. And I'll get a scripture to back that up. Ecclesiasticus 9 and 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. And so some people might think, oh, you know, it ain't nothing, I can just chill, you know, I can have a female friend that's married, this, that, and the other, you know. But the scriptures say otherwise. When you read up above that one scripture, it says what? Ecclesiasticus 9 and 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. So what's another's beauty? Another man's wife is that other man's beauty. That's his wife. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire. You know? You see here. See if I can find it. Okay. See if I can find it. 28 of them. I believe it's rock. Yeah, here it goes. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 36:22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So it tells you that a man loveth nothing better than the beauty of a woman, and it cheers up his countenance. So, you get around a beautiful woman, next thing you know, you cheesing. She might be a married woman, and here you go, cheesing, all happy. Oh, she's so pretty. You start swooning over her, and she got a whole husband out here, you know? Whether he be in the truth or not, as long as he living, you know, then yeah, man, you going off. That's adultery, man. In your mind, in your la'ab, you commit adultery. Let's see here. Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his la'ab, in his heart, in his mind. You know? So yeah, man, you gotta be mindful of that. That's why it tells you not to spend no time with her at all. You know? I think that's about it. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and read. Let's see. I think I'm pretty much done with this. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So yeah, that's plain. Don't be spending no time with no other man's wife, because you're gonna end up falling for her, especially if she's pretty. So that's not what you need. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lack understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. He ain't gonna be no forgiveness. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So ain't no a man that's not gonna forgive you for sleeping with his wife. That's a complete and total violation. You done dirtied up the woman, his wife in his bosom. You done made her dirty. You can't do nothing with her no more. That's a violation, Jeremiah 5. I'm just gonna go to 8. They were as fed horses in the morning, every one neighed after his neighbor's wife. And Israel is known for committing spiritual adultery and also physical adultery. All throughout Israel, man, it's a very popular thing, especially in the music. Chris Brown, these hoes ain't loyal. I just got rich, just took a broke nigga's bitch. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. And the list goes on and on. Future's the king of adultery. That rapper Future. I mean, it's all through the scriptures. I mean, not scriptures, but all in these different songs and all through the scriptures how Israel was doing such things. And we can keep going into that. Let's see. What should I go to next? Okay. I'm gonna give you the law on adultery now. Deuteronomy 22:22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel because she cried not, being in the city, and the man because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. you know? So that was a heavy judgment. You came with death when you were playing with another man's wife, even if she was just promised to him, you know? Let's go to 25 and improve that once more. But if a man find a betrothed damsel, promised to be married, damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death, for as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. So she couldn't really do nothing about it. She got caught out in the field, got caught slipping, but that man, for his wickedness, is going to be put to death. So it's a heavy judgment that comes with that, Wisdom of Solomon, We'll go ahead and read this. This is chapter 14, starting in verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of Yahweh, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. Now this scripture goes into the creating of the image of Caesar Borgia, aka White Jesus, and it was the beginning of idols and also the beginning of wickedness. Let's see. And it's kind of similar to today, because there's a lot of people under the vibration of that image of White Jesus, and they call these plagues that we're living in peace, or at least they are at peace, with what's going on, when in actuality, you're supposed to have a peace that surpasses all understanding, but you're also supposed to be aware of the fact that this life is not what it is, and this life is not living. The prophets love not their lives to the death, so you're supposed to have that aspect of, man, this place needs to go hastening the day. That's scriptural. You're supposed to hasten the day, but in the midst of these plagues, they find happiness, which is completely off. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 23. But whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither their lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously, or grieved him by adultery. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury. Yeah, that's supposed to be perjury, but ain't no J's in the 1611. Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, which means, helping people out, doing good to those that do good to you. Defiling of souls, changing of kind, transsexuals. Disorder in marriages, women thinking they run men, getting out of order. Adultery and shameless uncleanness. So that's what came with that image of Caesar Borgia. Just off topic real quick, that came with that image, the increase in all these different types of things. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning of the cause and the end of all evil. Is the beginning, the cause, and end of all evil. Yeah, so that's what it is. The beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. So the worshiping of idols is the beginning and the cause of all evil. All right, so let's go to Ecclesiasticus 23. I'm gonna start at 16. This will be the last scripture. Two sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh, meaning an adulterer, will never cease till he hath kindled a fire. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger, he will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me, I am compassed about with darkness. So he's doing things in darkness, thinking it won't come to the light. Like it. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. So they might run up on you and stone you, snatch you up, and we have to stone this nigga. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another. So you done left your husband, you done remarried, had kids by another man. That's off according to the scriptures, man. The scriptures say what? Let's go to it. First Corinthians 7:10-11. And to the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. So Yahweh Shai said you ain't really supposed to be divorcing. That's why Paul said, if it be the case with the man, then it'd be better that he be unmarried. And Yahweh Shai said, not many can receive this saying, and that's true. Not many men can receive that saying. So back to Ecclesiasticus. 23:23. For she have disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly, she have trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly, she have played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. They that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandment of the Lord. For it is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life. So even the children got punished for the whoredoms of the mom, But yeah, I just wanted to go over those scriptures. Hopefully your brothers was edified. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. With that, I'll say shalom.